Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, guys. I wonder if I could put this more lower. I don't know. Am I tripping or this thing really not cooperating? Okay, bienvenidos, guys. Welcome in. Okay. I love my setting. It's so beautiful. Okay, I feel like it's too high up. Hi, welcome in. If you guys want to talk about something, get something off your mind, off your chest, you're more than welcome. All right. There is one thing about me is that I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to nurture you, give you both sides, etc. You know, I'm not going to lie about stuff. I'm going to let you know what's up. Okay. And if I see something that's not healthy, I'm going to let you know. As a true friend would, as a just somebody that's going to be real with you, right? And guide you the right direction. So welcome in, guys. I am Mystic, or I go by Mystic. I have been reading for 6 years. I always knew I was different, and I love what I do. I bring a lot of healing, not just with my decks. It's also just by giving people the clarity that they need emotionally, spiritually, and mentally as well. Logical thinking. Okay. You guys are more than welcome to ask in the comments, and I'm able to read the comments now. Before I was having trouble with it, but now I can. So if you guys want to ask, you're more than welcome to do so. So I feel like doing a quick reading, just to see what we need in the moment. So that space is already blessed. Let's see, for the viewer, what messages do we need to know? Ooh, finding calmer waters. Okay. Why the 8 of Swords? There's something here that's blocking you. There's an energy around. It's like your solar system. That's what it is. Hi, welcome. Yeah, you can ask a question, a personal question that has to do with you, and I'll go ahead and answer. If I need to pull a card, I'll go ahead and do that for you as well. Okay, so right here, there's an energy around you that either you just will want to feel free again, you want to feel liberated, you want to feel the sun on you, how warm it is. Just when you go outside, you can just feel it, you know, and the peace. But there's something here that's not allowing you to enjoy yourself or just simply to feel that. So Asia, if you have a question, you can ask. Let's see what this is about. Oh, look at that. You gave recognition towards something here and you walked away from this. Okay? By you walking away from it, it's helping you or it helped you in some sense. But now that you walked away physically, you're still carrying that energy. Okay? So if that's the case for you guys, then what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to feel, maybe it's just the fact that things are coming to realization about certain things, certain aspects, certain choices, decisions that you had to go through in order for you to finally separate yourself from this person. It could just be simply the energy that you've carried so much. Because remember, once blockages are done with, we continue moving forward. And the more we keep moving forward, the more we start healing. And the more we heal, the more tends to awaken, right? And this could be from the subconscious to our consciousness, etc. And it just goes down the list. You have to see it like a layers of an onion. It sucks in some way, but again, it is liberating. We are gonna feel free and able to walk forward and just continue moving forward. Because once we start healing and manifesting better for ourselves, why is the whole point of walking backwards? It doesn't happen like that. So the more we're conscious of who we are, the more we're conscious of the things that why they manifested the way they did, is because lessons needed to be learned. We needed to learn how to nurture ourselves and how to be nurturing, but with love, with care, with abundance, and be successful at it. Some of us are naturals, right? Some of us are just a natural caregiver. Some of us needed to learn not so much how to take care of another person, but to learn how to take care of us, ourselves, the same way that a parent took care of us. Just because they passed on or they're just in their own world and we're the adults now, it's like, well, damn, this is what this sucks. It can't suck. Not at least not anymore, because you're the one fulfilling your needs, fulfilling your wishes. This could just be you being in your own head about things, okay? This is just you being in your own head about it. Maybe it's not no energy. I mean, I could say so much, but at the end of the day, you're going to be your own judgment to what this is, okay? And again, things happen for lessons and for you to mature, for you to grow. When we're young or just simply mentally immature or emotionally, we make choices, we make rational choices, thank you, Spirit, and we start getting into trouble. Sometimes things don't feel right and we're kind of like backing up, like, wait a minute, I'm not sure if I should go there. But we still do it anyway. And something comes out of that. It could be negative, whatever, it happened, but at the end of the day, it happened. Like, you've learned something. For myself, for example, I depend, regardless of the consequences, at the end of the day, I know that I needed to make a choice. If this person stopped talking to me or something else happened, it's because I'm choosing what's best for me. You know, I'm not gonna think rational and then make a logic decision, a choice, and then again go please someone else just because I don't want them to leave. It's gonna change everything around me, and that's something that we have to be conscious about. Okay. Oh, thank you for the love, guys. All right, let's continue. Yeah, see, you had to awaken. Something had to fall out. Some kind of enlightenment needed to come in order for you to stop stressing about it or to grow, to stop causing yourself anxiety. Whatever this was, it could have been a person that it was causing too much stress, too much annoyancy in your system and your solar plex, that you had to cut this person off. And it was going to keep happening over and over again until you decided to choose yourself and you walked away from that. So bravo to you. You could have been very generous to this person. You could have been all out about this person. But in reality, you were a red flag for your own self, if that makes sense. Okay? Oh, look at this one. Yeah, see? The sun. You needed to go through this journey. You could have put yourself there unconsciously, and now it's like you're questioning, what am I doing? What's going on? What's happening? Da da da. And you just keep going over and over and over again in your head. And this is what now the stress comes from. It's just oneself. But that's okay. Because again, now with this joy, with the sun, with the clarity, with light, you can finally allow this awakening to happen. It could be spirit, it could be emotion, it could be mentally, it could be consciousness or common sense. Whichever way it goes, something needed to awaken you. Something needed to shake your foundation. And thanks to that experience, it awoken something within you to where now you can look back and reflect and be like, okay, I needed to go through that. Because if not, then I would have still be stressing myself out. I would have still been attracting people that are not abundant, people that are not positive, people that are not A, Y, and Z. Okay? And look, that card needed to fall right on top of that. That's what it is. Yeah, you're not blessed, right? Here, either thinking that you're stuck, feeling that you're stuck, or just simply at a pause. It was just like, this is not a blessing. Like, you just felt like so either needy or just simply like, this is worthless. Like, this is why, like, why am I even here? You questioned yourself so much in this aspect of yourself. But again, it goes back to you needing to learn something. Okay? Like, it could be you also reflecting back onto things to where now you're staying committed, you're being emotionally intelligent, and very patient for the answers to come in, for clarity to come in. Because instead of you being patient or just being in calm waters, you right away want to make a choice, and it takes you back to the same energy. Not to the same actions or whatever. It's just the energy itself. It takes you back and it messes up your solar system. Okay? And spirit wants you to right now to be as calm as you can be, so you can receive more messages, so they can show you the way in which direction to go, so you can connect with your intuition and your gut and flowers. I don't know why I'm getting flowers, but okay. And the more you're just so out of alignment, you're just not going to have peace. Okay. All right, let's go check. Well, let me see if we have any more messages from Spirit. Any more messages? I know I'm talking to somebody. I could feel it. Okay. If you guys have doubts, questions, etc., you can go ahead and ask in the comments. And I'll be glad to go ahead and answer them for you. All right. Is there anything else? Okay. The King of Pentacles. Okay. I like this because justice is coming through. But on top of that, it's balance and stability. Okay, what balance are we looking into? Okay. This could be you balancing and your finances, right? You're actually thinking logical now. And remember, sometimes our finances do get affected by trauma, okay? From childhood trauma. Or it could be in your young adult years, in your early 20s, maybe teenager, regardless of how it happens, okay? But there's some stability coming in here. Yeah, see, with this one, you were mature. You were young when there's something happened here. Maybe you were, I don't know, too spoiled and you just got everything handed to you. But once we reach a certain age or something happens, maybe somebody passed away and you just now not stable in some sense. Maybe you had the financials stable, but when it came down to your emotions, when it came down to how you spin it, where you invest, you just did the most. But now it's like, no, I cannot do that. You know, I was young. I didn't know where to invest. I was just buying stuff, wasting it here, buying this, buying that, etc. But with the Page of Pentacles, it's like, this is abundant. Like you're coming to your own realization. This is abundance. So this could be you you're reflecting and going back to where can I invest? Where can I find instability given this to? Or what can I do with this? And no matter how old you are, the fact is that you're coming to your own senses about this situation, regardless if it's money, if it's emotion, if it's just energy itself. You're not going to be putting no energy, no money into certain things that are not going to be prosperity, okay, including people. So you're going to be really smart about this. But right now, you're coming to your own senses about certain situations in your own life, okay? And good for you, because it takes time. It takes a lot for you to come out of that. All right. And there goes again, flowers. Okay, what about these flowers? Why am I hearing flowers? Spirit. What can you tell me about flowers? We have the, what is it? 8 of Wands. Flowers and 8 of Wands. Maybe waiting for these flowers to blossom. Maybe you are that flower, you know, that's ready to get picked up and taken out. Yeah, look. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'll stop. It looks like there's a knight coming your way. Not a king, but it's a knight. They could be a bit immature, but I don't feel like they're nothing but nurturing. Because we do that have the Empress and abundant. Sometimes when we meet somebody that's really mature and we meet them, it's like their grown self just pops open, like out of nowhere. Like, what the hell? You were just like this fucking baby, and then yesterday, and now today you're like all grown. It happens. I met somebody like that in high school. He got with this one girl. He was really annoying, according to one of my classmates. And she was like, man, once he got with her, he changed completely. Even after they broke up, he was like not immature. He was more mature. And it was just wild to us. Like, that was true. But anyway, the best part about this right here, the abundance, the intelligence, along with the nurturing. Somebody is very, and their divine feminine, wow, excuse me, and their divine feminine energy, okay? This could be you both coming together and being nurturing to the connection. But we have this one here, which is that 7 of coins? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles. This adds clarity. Why the 7 of Pentacles? Somebody could have seen or not seen that you were a blessing. But nothing was given here. The Seven of Wands, somebody was very hostile or maybe very defensive. This could have been you, viewer, or another person that you've dealt with. Yeah, it was not successful. Something was not coming out of love. Somebody could have been in this aura that was negative about relationships, perhaps. Somebody could have done the work all the time. It was only one-sided. Somebody was doing the work a lot, and the other person was not giving. This could be the divine feminine, the masculine, whoever it was. It could be friendship, family, romantic partners. But again, somebody was giving way too much of themselves. And now it's like, look at me now. I'm here and I have all this to do. When you got to understand, you guys, when we put so much energy or invest time onto certain people, sometimes it's just no way in hell to bring back that energy, to bring back that time. Now we're going to have to work different in order to have time on our sides, or just simply not worry about time anymore and put in the work where it really needs it, which is on ourselves, on our hearts. But yet make a rational decision when it comes to people just taking and wasting your fucking time. You can't be giving your cup just to anybody. And it's not even about it's not worth it. Yeah, you might be coming in with truth, with honesty, loyalty, with love, etc. But why are you going to waste all that energy on somebody that does not want to do the same for you? And it goes back in the beginning of the reading. You needed to learn a lesson. If you have not learned your lessons, it's going to keep happening with different faces. Remember that. It is a cycle that we have to get out of. No matter how much we think we want something, it's not meant for us, and that's not coming from God's will. Along with abundance, right? Being in good spirit. Attracting, exactly, look. The Six of Cups. We're just attracting people that are in the opposite of what we're doing. And the universe will test you. Because our hearts are radiating this energy of a soulmate, of energy of community, an energy of coming home to a family, right? It's going to pick up on that energy. But if we still have lessons to learn, we're going to attract people that are going to teach us those lessons. They're going to be a catalyst to us as much as we're going to be a catalyst to them, conscious or unconscious. Once that lesson is being learned and taught and just understood what it is for, then you can move forward to the next chapter. Whatever that chapter is, we're moving forward. Okay? Yeah, see the Five of Cups. There could be sadness, there could be guilt, there could be some regret. This could be coming from your behalf, from the other person, how they treated you. The more you love yourself, and there's something that God wants me to tell you. There's some people that will not come back and apologize. So don't be waiting around for fucking people or a person to come back and say, I'm sorry that I fucked up on you. They're not going to give a fuck. They're just not going to care. Who needs to care more is you. You take care of your heart. You be responsible for your heart. If you didn't have the time or the energy to speak up on it within that moment and really tell them how you feel, then you put the energy out there and that's it. Because that's enough. You are enough. So don't be playing this. Feel the regret if that's you, if it's you right here regretting for crying for a person or for whatever. Feel what you gotta feel. But you're gonna have to come out of that. We cannot stay here all depressed and boohoo and whatever. No, we have a life ahead of us. You saw how the one just flew? Yeah. Give it to us, Spirit. It's a fortune. It's a fortune, you guys, for us to be in this energy. Because, again, when we are working with Spirit, Spirit is guiding us, is protecting us. Our angels are are on our side. Because, again, it's not for us to fall into depression. It's not for us to be continuously in that frequency anymore. It's about, again, feel what you gotta feel and move forward, because it's not part of your destiny for you to keep drawing onto that space. Yeah, see, burdens. Whatever was a blessing is a blessing. If you saw the true colors of a person, you go ahead and thank the Lord. Regardless if you prayed for it, if you didn't, you prayed and just say, thank you, Lord. Because if it wasn't for you, I will still be stuck on this person or people, or just simply in the same behavior, and I will not even follow through. Because like they say, every rejection is a blessing. It's for protection. But if you're the one keep following this person over and over again, then you are going to get karma. This person's going to continue fucking with you. You're going to continue falling out within your own space, within respect of yourself, the self-love, and that's the energy you can continue attracting. All right, the Queen of Pentacles. Strategy. Wow. I wouldn't jump like that. See, we're not trying to be out in the cold anymore. You want to feel safe. You want to feel good in a relationship. But if somebody brings, like, let's say they make you feel like you're in the cold, it's not because this person is being ugly towards you. It's pushing you for you to heal. That's another thing. When we start attracting people, it's for us to get healed, right? They're triggering us to heal. And for you to speak up, to learn to speak up. Not to instantly feel insecure or to think different. It's more about you tuning in, have a better planning, communicate the needs with yourself. Okay? Because sometimes when things happened from the past, new people come in and we're not going to project this energy onto them that they're the ones doing something that they're not. Sometimes people do things that might seem that there are the wrong intentions. And I used to get that shit a lot. But for me, I'm different. I will be like, I'm not doing shit. So if you want to think that, that's on you. That's pretty bold. That's pretty straightforward. And I'm not going to be sorry. Because I know damn well that I was not doing shit. This person was insecure about certain things. And I'm not going to sit there and have me believe me. Because it's going to be them needing to heal something within themselves. See what I'm saying? So with this better planning that's happening around you, in God's will and good spirit, etc., it brings back just like that feeling. If something makes you feel cold or makes you just not feel right inside, it's because that person is not good for you. The more you heal, the more you start understanding and you start learning to hear your own body. It's not true what they say. If a person's making you feel anxiety, no, honey. They're not the person for you. They're not your soulmate. When a person in good spirit or they're just in good energy, they give you chills, and that's a good thing. People give me good chills, and one of them was my supervisor. Let me just tell you real quick. And I told them, "Oh my God, you give me like chills." And he was like, "What the heck?" So I had to look it up. I did the work. What does it mean when a person gives you chills? And it's because they were doing something good with themselves. They were just in peace with the things that they were doing. So I was not happy working at a warehouse, especially 10 hours a day. I mean, 4 days is 4 days, but 10 hours, like I was tired. I was done. I was burned out. Anyway, so what I started doing was affirming. And everything that I do, I find peace within it. And I'll just keep saying it over and over again until I stop saying it. Not on purpose, it's just stopped. And I started to do the work even more. I was actually more focused instead of just fucking whining and complaining how much my foot hurt from standing all those hours, how much I walked. It was just a lot happening. So instead of me focusing on the pain, I was just focusing on the work and getting the work done and stop looking at the time. So you let that sink in and see how you follow through with that. Okay. Let's go ahead and... I do want to use my other deck, so I'm going to go ahead and get it real quick. Let me just shuffle these. Okay, give me a second, guys. Ay, ay, ay. I can't get out. I cannot get out. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this. It's tarot again, but I use a little different. Oh, you know what I heard? Return of the Mask. Spirit, what does that mean? Return of the Mask. Okay, I like that. The four of swords, which is contemplating. You're contemplating, you're resting. What are we contemplating on? Is it a move? Is it a crafting? Is it, what are we doing here? Ooh, yes. You contemplating, you resting, it's just you taking your energy back. You're taking everything back. You've made a decision, a choice here. Regardless if you put emotion, nor emotion, or maybe you just like, if I don't do this, it's gonna make me feel this way. And that's why you put your feminine and masculine within self to make this rational, like logical thinking. And you like, you know, it's basically saying, I want to continue focusing on my creativity, focus on healing, etc. Right? You have to put in your red boots on. And what does that mean? What is it saying? Maybe you're giving red flags to people, but on purpose. See what I'm saying? On purpose. So people could stay away from you. This could be you conscious or unconscious. But regardless, you still made a choice. And that's okay. Because right now you're resting. You're just not in the mood to be dealing with people. And that's okay. That's you protecting yourself. All right. Let's see. Come on, Spirit. Talk to me. Yeah, there's love for oneself. It's successful. Whatever you're doing is being successful to where now you're not going to let any energy enter your field. Because again, all it's doing, now what you're doing is fulfilling yourself, fulfilling your own needs emotionally. So if somebody comes with an offer You're not going to take it because you know damn well that it's not going to be fulfilling. It's not going to come out of love. It's not going to be successful. So right now, your main focus is to rest and rejuvenate, regardless if it's just you resting physically, maybe sleeping, taking naps, sleeping more, staying in bed, or just being home, taking care of your plants, taking care of your mind, being mindful, whatever it is. I could name it all. But again, you are taking your energy back. Because now you're conscious. You're conscious of the work that you put before and nothing was giving. And you don't want that no more. You want something to prosperous, right? To grow, to blossom. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's take this one. Yeah. Ooh. See, with this one, is like you finally taking leadership of yourself. This is you finally protecting you, showing up for you. You're just in protection mode. And you're protecting your emotions, your feelings. Because again, you're not going to let people to step on you. You're not going to let them come and just use you as a doormat. Like, why? At this point, you're making yourself emotionally happy. You are fulfilling yourself. I'm feeling this one. Yeah, see? You're at peace with your choice. You're at peace. You're finding calmer waters. You're not feeling emotionally distorted. You know, you're maturing. You're growing. Also in spirit. But again, the emotional body, you're finding happiness and joy all over again. And this time, because now you have the answers within yourself and how, not so much how to make yourself happy emotionally, but how to be in calm waters, listen to your body, listen to your intuition, your gut feeling, make choices that are going to be what's best for you. What's going to bring the joy out of you? What's going to bring enlightenment? And not that dark side. Like, we're not trying to do that. We're trying to be in good spirit, be in good vibration. For this Queen of Wands to finally show up, like we're showing up for ourselves. You know, we are that vessel. We've been patient so much already with ourselves to come out of that mentality, to mature, and for things to finally just change, right? For a whole life to change. Maybe some of us were not expecting for it to change the way that it has, but it was for a good purpose. Everything needed to be fucking taken down. Your foundation, just to let you know that you were not secure in that relationship. That home, those parents, those siblings, those cousins, those so-called friends, they were nothing but backstabbers. But now that you know what you know, now you can finally bring the truth, the real loyalty, what that really means, because you're giving it to yourself. And as patient as we're trying to be, or learning patience for things to actually manifest and for it to finally, we can live around it. Obviously, with the High Priestess, we're powerful. We're wise. We cannot let negativity or our past lives to come and shut us down, because that's what we're made of. Regardless if it was God, it was part of the universe, it was God's will, etc. We went through certain things in life, regardless if it was childhood, teenager, in your 20s, or just recently, and you're already in your 50s, and you're just like experiencing your first traumatic event of your life. We still have to learn how to step into our own power and to our own enlightenment without the validation of other people or another person. That's when we come in with our emotional intelligence. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Okay. So us coming in with maturity, again with emotional intelligence, we can finally shut doors on things that do not bring the light within us. Because if it's just going to bring all darkness, we don't want it. Julie, what you focus on growth. Yes, focus on growth, exactly. Focusing on growth is the most thing that you can do for oneself. Because that's just a blessing, you know. And another thing that I want to add on, healing, it does hurt, it's disgusting, it's just gross. Okay, the emotions, the sorrow, just everything about it, it's gross. But at the end of the day, it's so beautiful because now you feel so light. And let me tell you, you will not remember how it feels, but obviously mentally we're not going to forget what people did to us, but that feeling is not going to be there no more. As much as I want to try and like go back to how I felt, oh no, baby, let me tell you, that shit is gone. But my mind does not forget. And I'm not saying it in the way that's replaying in my head, because it's not. But it's true that once I see a person, like, oh yeah, I remember you. You did this. But right now I'm calm. There's no need for me to revisit that event or whatever they did. For what? But when it comes to the emotional body, once you're healed and you've grown and you're matured, there's no reason for you to even feel anything. You know? So you just let it rest. It died out. It's gone. And again, don't focus on the pain, focus on the healing. Take it day by day. If there's something that you have to tell yourself mentally, do that. Because I had to do it. It was disgusting. I was in a really dark moment where they call it the night of the soul. Okay? And man, was just bad. But little by little, I was just taking it literally one day at a time. Because it does get overwhelming. It really does. Okay, let's keep moving forward. Whew. Okay, anything else, Spirit? If you guys have questions or doubts, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Welcome, make another video with the comments as well. Hi, welcome in. I love you guys. Love you. Like, I just love having people here. Like, people that I interact with. Okay, I'm feeling this one. All right, why the Six of Cups? Ooh. Okay. So the Two of Wands, it's a choice. And we're attracting. Whatever we're attracting is going to help us out to make a move, to move forward. Yeah, we had to. Okay, now it makes sense, making sense. So whatever energy we're attracting, as we make this choice to move forward and walk away, we're walking towards an awakening. We can have multiple awakenings, guys. Just because we're already awoken a certain way, we're not going to have any more. No, we're wrong. You're going to have multiple awakenings. As you continue attracting energies to help you heal, to help you in your journey, we're going to keep moving forward with the Chariot. You're already on your way. You've already made a choice. Even though you might not be there yet physically or mentally, this is your higher self just letting you know. But again, you're attracting energies that are intelligent and powerful and patient enough to come in when you're ready. Because everything's already surrounding you. It's surrounding your aura, surrounding your foundation. your cup, your emotional body, etc. To where now when you're ready to grab onto this energy, cross-bonding, you can finally embody it. Once you embody it, the more you start healing, the more things will start going your way. Okay. All right, let's continue moving forward. Hi, welcome in. Whew. Yeah, see? You've been doing the work. You have been doing the work. So obviously, you doing the work, you can attract people, right, that are healing as well. And let me tell you, I met someone that I was also healing. And at the end of the day, she just got on my nerves. Like, this girl got a ghost spirit. What is she doing here? At first, we were cool. We were like besties. And this is not me talking shit about her. It's just that, again, it only happened for healing purposes. Yeah, towards the end, she was getting on my nerves. And the next thing you know, it just fell out. And it's fine. Because that's all it was for. It was just that healing. Like Adia said one time in one video, that we meet people in seasonal. We meet people either for one season, forever in our life, or just for the moment. And they take something from us as much as we take something from them. And that's for healing. Okay? That's growth. Okay, anything else? What time is it? How much time do we have? Let's see. Okay, this thing is turning to be really long. All right. Oh, one turn. Okay. The Six of Swords. Okay. So new beginnings, new doors are opening. Opportunities. So this is where we're walking towards, you guys. Well, not me, but you guys. You're already on your way. This opportunity here, whatever this opportunity is, whatever this door opening, is going to be so abundant. And the way that you can be dressed in red or be in red and be this red flag for people, but that's for protection. Remember that. But other than that, you're in good spirit. You're doing great. It might not seem like it, but you're going to have to give yourself more credit. Okay, for doing the work. For allowing yourself to people in and just Spirit and God to show you the way and show you the true colors of a person, especially if you're praying for it, if you're affirming, hey, show me the way. Show me if this person is for me. If this person is showing you some red flags, it's not for you to question it. Oh, then you know what? I saw it. Thank you, Lord. Okay, I'm out. You know, there's no need for you to torture yourself anymore. At this point, you're already abundant enough to know when somebody's bullshitting you without the need of asking Spirit. But it will come to a point where we do have to ask without the fear of losing a person, without the fear of whatever, you know. At this point, we should be feeling confident and asking God and asking Spirit or our angels, like, hey, what do you think? What do you say about this? Some answers will come within a minute or so. Sometimes something needs to be taught. Something needs to be learned within that moment to where the answers won't come until later on. But don't take it to heart. Again, things happen for a purpose, and it's for us to mature and grow. Maybe there's something that you have to learn along the way, and this person that was assigned to you needed to teach you a lesson. And this person might not even know it. But once you've learned that lesson, you can call it out now. And be like, oh, I see what you're doing. You know what? Thanks to that, you make it so much easier for me to cut you off. Right? This is you talking to them. Like, you're making it a lot easier for me to walk away without no strings attached, Nothing. You don't owe me shit. All just me kicking rocks. Okay? All right, guys. That was your reading. This is Mystic. Thank you so much for showing up. There was 2 comments. It's all good. We're growing. This is a growing community. Oh my gosh. This is all about light and love. Also, we express not just spirit, but God all as well. Okay, so once again, you guys can ask questions in the comments and I'll get back to you on those. Okay, I do want to make a video or go live with the comments. Okay, whichever way it happens. I just want us to interact like a community. Okay, muchos besitos, and I'll be seeing you guys on your next one. God bless.